Welcome to week 1 of starting a home bakery. I always dreamed of opening a cafe, and I used to think I would just one day quit my job, go all in and start a brick and mortar. But in the last few years, I realized there's a way you can kind of scale up the business by starting as a home bakery and growing it into a brick and mortar. So that's what I'm working on now. So right now I have zero experience starting a business, I have zero professional culinary experience, and I still work a full-time job. At the beginning of this year, I applied for the cottage food operator permit, and then once I got that, I set up my LLC. I prepped everything needed to basically open my business, and this past week was my first week of doing business. So let me take you with me and show you how it went. Hello, it is April 12th, just got off of work, and finally, after a couple days, I finished making the photos for my launch post. Let me show them to you. They look like this. And I made them on PowerPoint, and it is time to post my launch. So I'm gonna post them on my personal Instagram, and then I'm also gonna post them afterwards on the Atori Cafe Instagram. And yeah, I guess we'll see if I get any orders. Let's do post. I'm gonna click it. Did I miss anything? No, okay, I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna click it. Okay, I clicked it.
Oh, I see it.
You see it? Oh my goodness. I posted it. We shall see. I'll come back to give an update in a few days. Hello, hello. It is now the next day. So I posted the launch announcement yesterday, and I posted on my apartment's virtual bulletin board today. But it turns out that it takes 48 hours for management to approve that post. So it hasn't gone out yet. And with the deadline for orders being Tuesday, I've decided it's time to pivot the strategy. Because basically, just to make one box, I pretty much have to make enough stuff for 8 boxes. When I cut a slice of cake, it has to be cut into 8 pieces. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the Tuesday deadline and just move it to Friday, since the pickups are on Saturday. And I'm just going to, in the meantime, before the post goes up, I'll try to put out another video or 2 before then, maybe a few more posts, and yeah, we'll see if we can get another order or 2. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated. So I have my notes right here. As you saw on Friday, I posted my launch announcement. After that, on Sunday night, I posted the short promoting the free bonbons I was giving out that coming Saturday. And then on Monday, my post on the digital building bulletin board went live. And then Monday after work,
excuse the mess. We're installing the microwave's broken. Excuse the mess. Anyways, today is Monday the 15th, and Joe's idea is that we go out and give free samples. So we cut up everything in the box, and we went out to the pickle courts and we asked people if they want a free sample. Like this, and then, oh, where's my iPad? It was like this. Joe's holding the desserts, and then I'm like, oh, would you like to? Yeah, no, I started a home bakery around the corner, and if you would like to order something this Saturday. Yeah, that's what we did. So one person said they would buy a box. So let's see if one person buys a box. Okay, that's the update for today. Woohoo!
And then on Tuesday, I posted a story. And then Tuesday after work, we went out again to give samples.
Day 2. Day 2 of samples again.
After that, I made the free bonbons that we were going to give out. And then Wednesday, I made another Instagram post with pictures of the bonbons that I had made the day before. And then the orders closed on Friday at 5 p.m. And so the goal for this week was to get 5 box orders. I was thinking that I could maybe get 5 orders, but the funny part was on Saturday or Sunday, we had only 1 order. So then I was starting to think I really overshot the 5. That was just not gonna happen. So that's why we worked especially hard starting on Monday to try to get as many orders as we could. Just 1 or 2 more would be awesome as well. And the final number of orders that we got were, drum roll please, 11 boxes! So we got 11 box orders that came from 9 people. Thank you to everyone who ordered. So I got more than 5 and that beat my goal. I'm so excited. So I think in summary, some of the things we learned in this first week were that number 1, it seemed like 5 days is a good amount of time to keep the orders open. The interesting thing was I had left the order period open from Friday till Friday and orders trickled in basically 1 or 2 every day. So it does seem like 5 days is enough time to kind of like gather orders slowly. And then another thing we learned is that, so I was expecting in my initial estimate that the 5 boxes I would get would all be from friends. And in the end, out of the 11 boxes, 7 of the boxes were bought by 5 of my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then 4 of the boxes were bought by 4 new customers. Initially, when we were doing the samples, it seemed like the orders were coming in on the days that we were giving samples. So we thought the majority of the new orders came from doing the samples, but it turned out on Saturday during pickups that actually all the orders that came in were from in the building. So basically we learned that doing samples was a great way for us to get followers on like Instagram and kind of like share the awareness of the brand, but really promoting within the building was what actually drove the orders. So in addition to selling 11 boxes in my first week, I found that starting baking as soon as I got home helped reduce some of the stress that if things don't work out, then basically I won't sleep. So I think that went well. And then another thing that was really great was during the pickups, I got feedback that the packaging looked really elevated. So that was good to know. That means I don't really have to work on packaging, at least for now. And now let's move on to what didn't go well. So I had kept orders open until Friday at 5 p.m. and pickups was for the next morning. My original plan was to stop orders at Tuesday at 5 p.m., make the bonbons on Tuesday, do all the rest of the bakes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 hours each. And that way on Saturday, I'll be ready to go. Everything's baked. But because I kept the orders open until Friday at 5 p.m., I kept getting more orders like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday. So I ended up having to bake more of some of the items. Actually, maybe like the majority of the items. The funny thing was that I guess it's because it's my first week of actually doing the baking for the home bakery. So I was trying to like rush the baking on Wednesday when I made the Earl Grey Madeleines and the ube pound cake, because I was thinking, you know, the less time I spend on it, then the less cost. So I was thinking like, oh, I made this like so many times before, I can just breeze through it and rush through it. And that kind of screwed me over. I actually burnt my first batch of Earl Grey Madeleines, and then my ube pound cake, I forgot that you need to like wait for 10 minutes to let the pound cakes cool in the silicone mold before you turn them out. I forgot that step, so I just turned them out as soon as they were done baking, and they got totally squashed. So on the same day, I had to make the ube pound cake again, and then I made the Earl Grey Madeleines again the next day. And then in the end, I had enough orders that I had to actually do another batch of the matcha gâteau chocolat. So I did that one on Friday in addition to what I was originally planning to bake. So basically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I baked from the time I got home until I went to bed. So that was definitely something that can be improved for next time. Next time, I need to start taking orders earlier than Friday. So ideally, I would start taking them on Wednesday, and that way I can kind of gather the majority of orders before Wednesday the next week. And then what I could do is from Wednesday until Friday, I could leave the orders open, but I will limit the quantity to whatever inventory I have left after I complete the orders that I already have. So that's definitely what I'll be doing next time. And yeah, that concludes my first week of opening my home bakery. I really hope this series helps inspire you to go after your dreams as well. You know, like you see so many people who have achieved their dreams, and I feel like we don't see enough of that like step-by-step process of how they got from basically ground zero to like where they are now. So I'm hoping that this series will just show people that you can do it, and everyone starts from 0 to get to 100. So don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you like this type of content, and I will see you next week. Bye!